It's starting to get cold outside in Colorado, especially at nights, but I'm not ready to give into the warm drinks just yet. I mean, call me a summer baby, I guess, which this statement may not hold true to everybody, but for me, I'd rather take the heat than the cold. So what do we do with this dynamic? We make a drink with all the warm flavors, spices, and everything to warm the belly, but not hot, not, you know, just that like, it's winter quite yet. I've been holding on to this recipe, which of course I haven't tried yet, but I'm thinking we should try it today. So let's hop into the kitchen and try this winter whiskey chai. I think it's gonna be delicious. All right, so bring to a boil a cup of water in a pot. Just gonna pour my water right in there, being careful not to spill. And I'm gonna throw that right back here on the stove, high heat to cut that boiling. We're going to need some of our chai tea here. I'm using loose leaf, but you can use bags. If you are using bags of chai tea, it just says about 4 bags. Oh my gosh. And it smells freaking amazing. If you are using bags though, which is totally fine, the recipe calls for about 4 bags or so, but because this is loose leaf, I'm thinking this is gonna be a little bit more strong. And so on the back it says 1.5 teaspoons for every 8 ounces of water. But this is 1/2 tablespoon, so I think I'm just gonna do, I don't know, a tablespoon. I like strong chai, so to me, strong flavors of chai don't really bother me. And I feel like a stronger flavor of chai would be really good in this drink, especially if you're someone who likes sweet drinks like I do. And my sister, who is also going to be joining me later to try this drink out with us. So now that I've got that measured in like basically a heat safe kind of glass, I hear my water boiling. Oh, we're almost there. I think it's simmering, but we're almost getting there. And so the next steps are basically to have your vanilla ready and your maple syrup ready after it gets done steeping for about 12 minutes or so. So I'm gonna turn off the heat, and I'm just gonna pour this over our chai tea leaves. And again, be careful not to spill like I'm known to do on this channel. Maybe a little bit more for good measure. Okay, now I'm gonna set this aside to steep for about 12 minutes. Oh, I love the smell of fresh chai. I'll see you in a second. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. We probably let this sit for about 20 minutes. My sister got here and we just started chit-chatting and yucking it up, but now we are back to business. So I'm gonna take my now chai tea that has been sitting for a few, and I'm just gonna strain it. If you don't need to strain it, then you can just discard the tea bags and whatever comes with that. But essentially we are going to make like a chai maple simple syrup. And then we are going to add 1/3 of a cup of our maple syrup, which I don't even know if I have 1/3 of a cup. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Oh, whew. So we're gonna do 1/3 of a cup. And we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of vanilla syrup. Oh, so good. I love maple syrup. Leave me a comment in the comments below if you love maple syrup. I'm gonna do a teaspoon. It's probably more like a tablespoon, but I also like vanilla, so yum. And then we are going to need to bring this back up to a boil for about 4 minutes. Stirring occasionally so you don't want the maple syrup to burn or anything. And you basically just made a chai maple simple syrup. After this gets done boiling for about 4 minutes, you're going to want to stick it in the fridge to set until it is cool. So definitely probably more of a drink to make ahead of time before you go to work, or maybe the night before, you know, your busy day or whatever, so that you can enjoy it the next evening. But we'll see you then. Oh, I wish you guys could be in my kitchen right now. It literally smells like Christmas. Again, all the warmth but not the warm just yet. Oh, the syrup smells absolutely divine. Now we're gonna stick this in the fridge because it needs to set and cool off. I assume because chai tea is already super water-based, you don't want to pour hot syrup over cold ice cubes, but then dilute the drink further and kind of make it all watery. So we're just gonna put this in the fridge, let it chill, and then promise we'll be back for the final steps to enjoy this deliciousness whiskey chai for the winter season coming up. Oh, it just smells, once again, divine. Our winter baby is almost here. We actually traveled to Seattle last week and she stayed a little bit longer than I did. So I'm excited to greet her with this like cocktail because I feel like she's gonna love it. She's kind of like a sweet chai kind of girl like me, but let's see what winter taste buds versus summer taste buds have a feel for. So to this, we are going to need our 2 tablespoons, or I'm gonna do about 1.5 ounces of our chai syrup because we like ours a little bit sweet, into a shaker with ice. And then we are going to need about 1 ounce of lemon juice. Okay, there's our ounce there. That nice little ding. I don't know, I just love that sound. I don't know if you guys do, but I love that sound. Then we're going to need a dash, just a dash, of our orange bitters. Oh, it smells so good. I am such a scent person. And then we're gonna need 2 ounces of our bourbon whiskey. Bourbon whiskey of any, I love using Basil Hayden. I think it's sweet, a little bit of savory, just that tad bit of smoky really balances out dark drinks like this. Then we're gonna give it a little bit of a shake. We just want to chill it, which is why I also love the shaker because it's insulated so it's not gonna melt the ice. But it's just gonna chill everything. Okay. Now we're gonna put this here, and I have a couple of little like chai spices, but something to make them super pretty. So we got some black cardamom here, and then we just got some star anise. And we're just gonna place those just kind of around the glass. Again, just to make it look a little bit pretty and kind of lively. Like this is a delicious chai that you're gonna have, but it's more of like an adult chai. Then we're just gonna pour this over the top of our ice. Oh, if you guys could smell this. And we want to make sure we get every last bit. And then from here, we're going to take some sparkling water. It's like a sparkling chai. We're just going to add like a little splash. Not too much because this wine glass is super big. And then we're just going to add that final kind of fragrant flavor. Just a little bit more cinnamon on top. I'm gonna lightly take a little bit more of that syrup, just kind of drip it around the top. I'm pretty sure my sister is about here from her flight getting in. We're gonna ask her about her trip to Seattle, and we're gonna tell her, hey, this should be delicious. It's not warm quite yet because we're not ready, but it should be a great touch to her landing. Let's get into it.
The next day.
All right, so we had a tiny bit of a blip where one of the clips didn't record onto the camera. I love technology. So we are having to kind of remake this drink for you guys. It was, in fact, absolutely delicious though, and we loved that. This is just so you guys get to catch us actually tasting the whiskey chai. I'm just gonna remake it here.
3 hours later.
All right, so I think we successfully recreated it, and we're just gonna give a taste testing for you guys. So let's get our boo up on in here. Hey girl. Yes! Come on in here, show today. All right, so we got the whiskey winter chai.
Right.
So go ahead.
Don't want
Get
to spoil
up in
it,
there.
but Boston.
Boston. Yeah? Is it good? Yeah? Is it okay?
That's good.
Stop it.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
I go a little sweeter,
Ooh, yeah.
but otherwise it's really it's really good.
Yes.
There you go.
A little bit more of the maple syrup.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. Get in there. Go ahead.
Spin a Rooney.
God, that is so good.
It's so yummy.
I don't know. I think it is more of like a fall type drink, but okay.
No.
It is more of like a crisp fall type drink, but
That's true.
for the winter when you're just looking for something not hot, this is your babe.
Yeah.
That's your boo.
Right
there. This is the boo.
Right there. Especially if it's like you still want that like rich, heavy flavor, but you don't want like dairy necessarily.
Yes. Well, this is freaking phenomenal.
Yes.
All right. So on our scale, 1 being in the toilet, 2 being sipping alone, 3 being hanging with the homies, 4 being cocktail party, 5 being diamond is forever. What do you?
I'm sitting with the ladies at the cocktail party for that one. It's a 4. I can't say the cocktail party. That's what you want to hear? I'm hanging.
Cocktail party?
Yeah.
Let's go!
Oh, I see. You thought it was a half rating. No, I was just making
I
a
did.
story. I was
But you'll be
making a
psyching
story.
me out all the time with the
I'm not.
This is
Fabulous.
a very thick cocktail party for me as well. It's almost a diamond. I think if there was just a little bit more chai in there, but I didn't have time to let the syrup actually sit. So give that syrup a couple of days.
Yeah.
Let it pre-sit with all the chai leaves and stuff. And this was delicious. Like,
It was.
hands down. You get the cinnamon, you get the chai in there. We added a little bit of cardamom and star anise in there to make it look pretty. But ultimately, you know what? You can close it out.
Cool. Always put good energy into your spirits.
Okay, here. You know what? Never
kidding.
mind. Here you go. I know. Well, thank you so much for working with us, for joining us. Always remember to put good energy into your spirits. And with that, check out yesterday's ornament roulette Friendsmas. I challenged my friends to fill up the empty ornaments with stuff that they love to drink. The game was amazing. We added a couple more things from last year, and you know what? Just click and go watch, because it was so much fun and a great way to start off this 25 Cents of Christmas. We'll see you in that video. You said great. Okay. I think I found the perfect recipe that my tongue can flirt with. It's called a Wintery Whiskey. Sorry. Wait. Sorry. Okay. It's starting to get cold in Colorado. Wait, nope. Cut.